Welcome to this practice on freeing the neck and shoulders. We are going to begin with your hands, starting with the periphery, where the tension from the hands can roll up the arms and shoulders and into the neck. So to begin the practice, it's really simple. I'd like you to take your left hand, draw the fingers down, stretching into your forearm, noticing any sensations. Now, changing sides, stretch into the other side. Again, notice sensations. Release, shake out your hands. Interlock your hands. So all of your fingers are intertwined. Press forward. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, soften the shoulders, soften the hands, soften the fingers, let them lower towards your lap. Inhale and rise, pressing again, lengthening into the hands and the fingers. Exhale, lower down, feel softness moving into your shoulders, your hands. Take one more round, press, stretching into the fingers and the forearms. As you exhale, soften. This time when the hands and fingers release, shake them out. And take a moment, let the arms rest. Turn your head to the left, noticing your range of motion. Turn your head to the right, notice the range of motion. Come back and turn to the left, this time add in the yes motion with your head. Now, the no motion. Now, take your head over to the other side, add the yes motion. Not moving too quickly. As you tilt down next, the no motion. And don't worry if you're hearing crickles and crackles, okay? It's just a sign that things are tight, finer tissues are crinkling. Okay, come back into neutral. Turn your head left, turn your head right. Notice if you are already finding more range of motion. We're going to build on that as we go. So the next step is to come onto your hands and knees, to place a forearm onto the ground, to place your other forearm onto your bottom forearm. Pressing down, anchoring down, then fine movement of the bottom wrist and fingers and hand. We are going to move continually from the wrist upward towards your elbow. So you're anchoring, pressing down, moving the hand, wrist, and fingers of the bottom hand. Moving on up. So just little by little, taking the weight from the top forearm, anchoring to your bottom forearm, and slowly moving your bottom hand. Now, let's do that again. This time we're going to add some movement of your body. So you're starting again at the wrist. Anchor down, then extend your bottom arm by taking your hips back. Come forward, change position, do that again. So pressing down, lengthening away. And slowly release. As you release, shake out that arm. Let's swap sides. So again, you're taking the forearm, top forearm anchoring down, bottom hand and wrist slowly moving. Then move the forearm further along the wrist. So you're noticing the quality of the movement and the tissues here in comparison to the other side. So there will be information. The side that's more tight will feel harder, less easy to press into. It will often give you more sensation. So continue. There's an anchor or press down with the top forearm of movement of your bottom wrist and fingers. Now we add to this. Come back to the wrist. This time anchor down at the wrist. Lengthen the bottom arm by taking your hips back. Continue. Moving the forearm up. Lengthening the bottom arm. And take one more round. And now release. As you release, shake out the arms. Interlock your fingers once more. Press forward. Notice if this is more free for you. And this time, take the arms higher to shoulder height, then lower. Soften. Inhale and rise. Shoulder height. And this time, broaden out the arms. Reach broadly. Let your vision lift. And now draw the right arm close. The left wraps under your elbow to wrap. Now, if you cannot wrap and hold the wrist, just hold the arm. Add in a rocking motion of your rib cage. Now, return to center. Let your elbows round in. Let your head rest. So your elbows towards your abdomen. Your head will rest. Allow your head to turn in the no motion. Now rolling yourself back up. Release your arms, widen, reach out to the chest, let your vision lift. And now we swap sides. Left arm close, right wraps. Now remember, you can hug the arm or wrap. Rocking your rib cage. And now, elbows round towards your abdomen, let your head rest. Adding the no motion with your head. Inhale, slowly rise up and release. Shake out the arms. And come back to assessing what is your range of motion as you turn left, turn right. Hopefully you're starting to feel more free here. I'd like you to now take your first fingers on each hand, find the edge of your skull behind your ears, right at C1 where your cervical vertebrae would begin. Circle the fingers, little tiny circles here. Not pressing too hard, but massaging right at the point where the cranium and the C1 begin. Okay, circle the fingers the other direction. Now hold the fingers steady. Let the elbows rest as best they can. Add a head bobble yes. So a little yes. And now a no. So you're pressing in, not too hard, not too soft, adding a yes, a little head bobble yes, and then a no. We're going to take a few more rounds, but what I'd like you to do is lessen the movement. So this is a circumstance where less is more. Begin to refine your movement. A subtle motion of your head, yes. Now a no. Come back to yes. Back to no. And one last round. Now let that go, let the hands rest. Close your eyes for a moment and observe, how is your body feeling? How are your shoulders positioned? How is the head and neck feeling? And perhaps take another turn. Is there a greater range of motion available to you now? And last but not least, if you have a Gertie ball, which is a half-filled Pilates ball, bring that out now. If you do not have one of those, roll a soft towel or a blanket. Lie down, place one of these props underneath of your neck and let the weight of your head become quite heavy. The weight of the head is resting. The neck is heavy on the ball or the towel. And without too much effort, let your head slowly roll to the right. Then to the left. Imagine there's no tension in the neck as the weight of the head gently rolls. So you're not engaging the muscles of your neck. You're simply letting the weight of the head roll from side to side. The muscles of your neck having a chance to soften. Which brings forth a hydration of the tissues and of the spine, the vertebrae, the spongy cushion discs. Take just 2 to 3 more slow rolls of your head and neck. Being gentle. And as you return your head and neck to neutral, add again the yes motion. So a nodding. And not straining. And now ease that, add a no. Again, a little rock of the head and neck from left to right. And now let the neck and the head be still. Visualize breathing into the cervical vertebrae. So just lying with the awareness of the cervical vertebrae. Visualize the neck breathing. You may notice the weight of your head is getting heavier. Your shoulders may relax more to the ground. Remain here for a couple more easeful breaths. And then slowly roll to your side. Slowly roll yourself up to taking a seat. Take another turn from left to right and notice if you feel more free. And now let that go and move into your day with more freedom in your shoulders and neck.